So tutaongea.
Thank you so much.
Guys, wamekuja ama we okay? Oh, it's you. Okay, so we wish to COVID-19 emergency response team composing of the county government and also the national government to review the position we are in right now and also to recommend a few changes here and there with respect to management of the crisis. First, we wish to thank the people and the residents of Nakuru for compliance with the curfew. The first day we had a few challenges, but that would be expected of a matter as significant as a curfew being brought on the first day. But since yesterday, there's been a remarkable improvement in compliance. And we will be requesting that in days to come, members of the public and residents in general appreciate that the curfew is in their best interest and that they would best serve this country and themselves well if they complied with the terms of the curfew. We have also noted that there are challenges of transport on day one, but I think with adequate planning and working together with the workers, we can be able to moderate our working hours to accommodate the changes and the times in which we are working. So again, we are working with the employers to ensure that our programs are in compliance with the curfew requirements. Further to that, we also wish to note the following, that owing to the current economic challenges, and specifically in the sectors of tourism and flower farming in Kenya, Nakuru and Naivasha region are the biggest producers of cut flowers. And most of our employees within these regions rely on salaries and wages paid by the flower farms. But because of the collapse of markets, the flights now have been cancelled. It means that these flower farms can no longer operate. We therefore foresee a major humanitarian crisis in these areas because in a region like Naivasha, we have about 70,000 workers in the flower farm, and these are direct employees. So if they are no longer working, there is no livelihood, then we expect a serious humanitarian catastrophe. If you come to other towns of Njoro, Subukia, and also here in Nakuru, we have approximately another 50,000 who are employed directly and indirectly by the flower farms. We also have many other people who work in the service industry. If you look at the hotel sector, Nakuru is largely a tourism center. And now with restaurants and hotels only giving takeaway, it means we no longer need waiters. So if one hotel has lost 50, another one 100, another one 30, effectively we have another maybe 3,000-4,000 people who are back at home with no livelihood. So in connection to this, the County Government of Nakuru, together with the private sector, will be launching a food or humanitarian support initiative where we can be able to get food from members of the public who are able, and appreciating that the lockdown and the curfew and all these things will only work when all of us can afford to eat and still be at home. For as long as a significant number cannot eat and be at home and are not supported to be at home, then the curfew or even the lockdown when it comes may not be very effective. So we will be coming up with numbers. We will set up a committee, and to start it off as a county, we will also contribute significantly. Our target is to put about 250 million for this particular project to help vulnerable members of the community, and specifically in the slum areas, in the flower growing areas, and other sectors that have been rendered redundant by the COVID-19 scourge. Then away from that, we are also looking at enhancing our isolation centers enhancing in terms of the number of people they can hold, and I think also more importantly to ensure that the conditions at the isolation center are also humane and allow people not to suffer beyond the stigmatization that they already have. So we will be working together with other government agencies, including schools and other installations, to see how we can improve our capacity in that regard. We'll also be including an aspect of counseling, because we realize that one of the biggest problems that the COVID has brought with the isolation is psychological problems. Those who are isolated, and even those who are not isolated, there is a psychological situation that requires to be handled with a lot of caution, and we will be working with our volunteer counselors to ensure that those who are in isolation do not end up suffering more damage than they already have had. Then in view of the need for the masks to prevent infection and the global shortage of the same, we are working with local companies that are in the textile industry, and we hope that very soon within Nakuru we'll be able to strike a deal with some of the companies that are in the textile sector to produce these masks for the larger public within Nakuru and also within Kenya. With the flights cancelled and now not being able to import, it is important that we now look inwardly for our solutions, and we will be working with the private sector to see how we can overcome that. Already we have 2 or 3 companies that have expressed both capacity and willingness to produce these masks, and I think the challenge for all of us is to see beyond the masks, what else can they be able to produce to make sure that we all work together towards fighting this COVID-19 problem. We have also noted with concern that Nakuru, together with many other counties in the Rift Valley section, are counties that are primarily the food basket of this nation. And with the COVID-19, we have seen reluctance and sometimes half-hearted efforts in this planting season. So again, we really wish to encourage and to implore our farmers that by producing food, they are also helping us to fight the COVID-19. Because without food, we cannot be on the lockdown. The food prices will go up and many Kenyans will not be able to avoid. So again, we would want to work with all farmers, any land that is due for cultivation and can be cultivated, and even for the urban dwellers. If you have what you call a kitchen garden or any little small space that you can plant your sukuma wiki or onions or whatever it is, I think this is a time when you can now do this urban agriculture to supplement, because when our food sources, our food channels are compromised because of restrictions in movement, then the food prices can go up, and that can really affect how we deal with this crisis. So to our farmers, we are available for any advice that they require. We have also asked the agrovets, the fertilizer sellers, and anything that is required in way of input to ensure that our food security does not suffer because of the COVID-19. We have also noted that, as previously advised, the number of old persons on our streets has gone down. It is well noted that COVID is more serious with people with pre-existing conditions and also old persons. And we had sent an advisory that our old persons should reduce their movement, and in particular areas of high risk, especially in urban areas. And we really want to encourage that this is enforced. And I think for all of us with parents and brothers and sisters and aunties and so on and so forth, I think anything you can do to keep our parents at home and avoid that risk will be seriously encouraged. Lastly, we have noted that the counties that have so far confirmed cases are 5: Nairobi, Kajiado, Mombasa, Kwale and Kilifi. And we are in solidarity with those counties, and we pray that indeed we'll be able to contain the COVID spread. And I think anything that we can do, we would really want to support them. But beyond that also, we are quite concerned that borrowing from what has happened in other countries, if one region has reported confirmed cases, the right thing is to ensure that we reduce or restrict movement from those affected counties to other counties so that the spread is also contained. And therefore, moving forward, we will also partner with our counties in the Western region to see how we can enhance screening for any persons coming to this section or this part of the country so that we avoid transmissions within the country. Previously, the focus has been people who have traveled from other countries. But because now the disease is here with us, it is now in Kenya, I think now focus must be from those counties or towns where it is already confirmed to areas where it is not there so that we can preserve what we have already been able to get. Then lastly, we are also studying the impact of the COVID-19, both on the economy and our budgets. And I think very soon we'll be calling on our assembly to pass a budget that would act as a relief and a boost to our business people. And I think we are looking at this in view of the challenges that we have seen for our business people, and also appreciating that this is not part of the normal that we are used to, and therefore business people are also going through unusually difficult times. And as a county government and also national governments, we would want to ensure the survival of these businesses even beyond the COVID-19 periods. Thank you. I wish to invite the County Commissioner.
Kwa leo sitakuwa na mengi kwa sababu leo ni siku ambayo tunaweza sema ni ya 4 tangu tuanze mambo ya curfew. Tulianza at office, lakini naweza kusema kwa sasa tumeshika kasi ambayo inastahili. Ijapo kuna sehemu kidogo sana sana zile za watu wa mapato ya chini kama vile bondeni na sehemu za Riscos, ambapo niliona jana kama kidogo hawakuwa wametii kufikia ule wakati unastahili, lakini si wengi vile. Hao tu ndio ningetaka kutoa himizo. Na pia sehemu za West kuna mahali walijaribu kubishana na polisi kidogo, na hiyo ningeomba haswa vijana wazingatie yale ambao wanaambiwa. Sheria ya curfew inaanza saa 1 ya jioni mpaka saa 11 asubuhi, na kila mtu anatakiwa hawe mahali pake pa makazi. Na tayari tushaanza kwamba vizuizi barabarani zitakuweko na zimewekwa hivi kwamba kama gari yako iko barabarani na istahili kuwa barabarani kwa wakati huo, itaelekezwa katika sehemu ambazo zimetengwa na ikae hapo mpaka wakati wa curfew uishe ndio iweze kuendelea na safari. Bado naomba watu waendelee kuzingatia yale ambao wameambiwa kuhusu mikusanyiko ya watu haistahili kuwa zaidi ya watu 15, na wazingatie zile hatua kutoka kwa mmoja kwenda kwa mwingine iwe angalau mita 1. Kwa hivyo kwangu tu ni kuhimiza na kushukuru serikali ya kaunti kwa sababu tumekuwa na ushirikiano mzuri haswa katika kutengeneza mazingira ya kufanyia kazi ya wale ambao walitoka sehemu za soko na zile za stage wakaelekea sehemu mpya ili waweze kupata nafuu. Ijapokuwa tunajua hali ni ngumu kwa sasa, lakini inaendelea kuimarishwa jinsi wakati unavyosonga. Sina mengi, tunaenda mkutano mwingine kwa sababu bado tunaendelea kupanga ndio tuweze kujikakamua zaidi kwa leo. Asanteni.